Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Well, the new Delta variant rips through the South and the rest of the sister wife states, while the rest of us stare in amazement at the level of stupid we were unaware of until the worst pandemic in a century ripped through the world. Well, it's simple. The vaccine has now been given to almost 4 billion people. We are getting no reports of major death or reactions, or people's boobs and balls falling off. 342 million doses have been given. Again, no one post-vaccination has U.S. drones following them. The Pfizer vaccine hasn't turned anyone into robots for Biden. Robots, by the way, voted for Biden.
72.6578321% to 19.48962113%, with 9.48733339% plotting to overthrow their human overlords.
Oh, sorry. The Delta variant is because of one thing. Dumbasses who refuse the vaccine, period. If you had just gotten the vaccine and we hit 70% immunity, the virus would have slowed. We could all be back to work. And if we hit 80%, the virus would have died. But every time the virus replicates, it mutates, you mutants. So the longer you believe the virus is going to control you or track you, the worse this is going to get. I can't wait for the Omega variant that kills 99.9% of us. And then we get an actual real Omega Man sequel that doesn't kill the dog. Sidebar. Movie writers, do you guys get that it's hacked to kill the dog? Easy emotional twisting. Don't kill the dog. Think of something better. All right, so why won't you get the vaccine? Because
you're afraid of a nanochip to control you? To track you?
Okay, let's track your logic. The nanochip that they would have to invent would have to go through a 25-gauge needle, and it would be so small to create the tech that amazing, they would have to bring Steve Jobs back from the dead. But let's say it exists, and they inject it into you. Then what? They control you, like with what, a PS5 controller, some sort of remote control airplane box? Or is it that the chip is so advanced that it goes through your body, it links to your nervous system, sends its nano-robot arms out, which hooks to your nervous system, then this injected Bill Gates nanobot then mates with your lower brain stem, connecting to the web of synapses in your cerebral cortex, connects to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, then hooks to the Microsoft central computer where Bill Gates and his baby blood drinking pedophile elites monitors your every movement while you... What? Pick up your kids from school? Go to Starbucks? To get a Frappuccino, which you drink, and then your blood sugar spikes, your iWatch reads that through your skin, sends a message to your doctor, then your iPhone rings, and he says, stop drinking that shit! The truth is, people, they just want you to get vaccinated so we can get back to work, get back to normal, and get back to paying taxes to make this country called America grind forward. And how do I know that's all they want? Because the vaccine is free. Oh yeah. And... if you get the vaccine, you won't die! You won't have $300,000 in hospital bills or lifetime heart, lung, kidney, liver, or brain damage, you moron! Get the vaccine, people. It's not a political test. It's an intelligence test. And it makes me sad that a lot of America needs a tutor. I'm Christopher Titus. And this is the Armageddon Update. Morons.
Hey everybody, how you doing, man? My name is Needle Crotch Wilson, and this here with me is the Instigator. We got a problem in America right now. We gonna try to fix it. Bitching and moaning ain't working, so we gonna try the blues. Blues is fixing a lot of things. Let's see if we can fix this. Well, I went to the parking garage to meet my sexy vaccinator. She stuck me with some Pfizer, said maybe that'll keep you off the ventilator. Well, Delta variant don't care, it'll kill you young or old. As I watch your kidney fail, you said this ain't nothing but a cold. It ain't a cold, it ain't a flu. I got them low down dirty, mucus-filled Delta variant blues. Well, I ain't got a lot, but I did get the shot. I'd rather have a tracking chip implanted than drown in my own snot. I don't have no excuses, so I had to say yes. So prick me with that needle so my heart don't blow up in my chest. It ain't a cold, it ain't a flu. I got them low down, dirty, mucus-filled Delta variant blues. Well, my baby told me she would never be vaccinated, so I broke up with her dumb ass while she was still intubated. Well, if you ain't got the shot, you better wake up and get a clue. You either stupid or you got brain fog, you got them Delta variant blues. It ain't a cold, it ain't a flu. You got low down, dirty, mucus-filled Delta variant blues. Do it again. It ain't a cold, it ain't a flu. I got them low down, dirty, mucus-filled Delta variant blues. Yeah, you need to wake up and hear the news. You don't want no dirty Delta variant blues. To you, Kevin McCarthy, and the entire Republican Party, and also Eric Clapton. Bite me. Yeah, this is Needle Kratz Wilson and the Instigator. Gonna sign off. Let's do one more time. Ready? Yeah. It ain't a cold, it ain't a flu. I got them low down, dirty, mucus-filled Delta variant blues. You got the blues. Get the shot, get the shot, get the shot, get the shot.
Everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. Thanks for watching the Armageddon Update. As always, thanks for watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Libsyn. With me, as always, the amazing Bombshell Ray.
What's up, people?
And the Highlander.
There can be only one.
There can be only one. And you've proven that over the years, my friend.
That is right.
So what are we going to talk about again for the 5,000th time today?
Dumb people and disease.
Dead dumb people.
Dumb people and death. Yeah, I am. So today the CDC came out with a new mandate. Mm-hmm. All the states, the sister wife states, have to wear masks, and they're mandating it in government buildings. What I'm really bothered about is I didn't know, and I've said it before, I didn't know we were this stupid. I really didn't. Mm-hmm. I really didn't.
To the level and to the amount. Yeah. I don't know if it's because of social media that we're now seeing it, seeing all the dumb just pop their heads up like whack-a-mole, or is it because of social media that they were there and then it's spreading like a dumb virus?
I feel like it's may the circle be unbroken.
Yes.
And also we have devalued education in this country and begun to, because of reality television, glorify stupid.
Yes.
And so you've talked about that, stupid and proud. It's a badge of honor now to be stupid and proud of it.
Well, this goes back to reality television. This all started when assholes got famous.
Yes.
You know, I track it all the way back to the real world, where like when reality television first broke, and people were the reason people watched was because to watch the assholes. Yeah. You know, and remember that kid, that guy Puck, I think he died, right? He was just a dick. He was just a dick all the time, and he got really popular. And what it did was, I thought it woke up the monkey and all these fucking morons, and they're like, "Oh, I can be famous too," and that's what happened.
Like the worst contestants on the old game shows. Like then we just put that on repeat. Yeah. The whole show dedicated to the worst contestants.
Right.
So Real World, I just looked it up, started in 1992. Interesting, because I was gonna say I do remember that early season. Right. I remember it was just like, whoa.
Right.
So cool. Like
so
we were
real.
watching people unravel in front of our eyes. I love it. This guy's going to kill himself. This is awesome. But then I think really like a real high point of glorification of stupid and evil was the O.J. Simpson trial. That was the first time when the Judge Ito made that ruling that the media corps could be in the courtroom, and then it became like salacious cells.
It's a clown show.
In the past, this is a guy that brutally, horrifically butchered two innocent people, and we should have just been horrified. But it's that train wreck thing that we all have inside of us.
Yeah, it's why the traffic slows down for a car wreck instead of hauling ass past us. So you don't have to look at it. We're like, hold on, stop, whoa, there's a sheet over a body.
And honestly, I am always looking for a stretcher or something, and then I'm like, oh, this is messed up.
You're talking about the Police Academy movies.
I am not
That's what you're talking about?
No, she's And by the way, the OJ case and Johnny Cochran, the weird thing is that almost everybody who was on OJ's side is dead now, right?
Except for Shapiro. He's done well.
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
So that was the first
and everybody
Trumpism.
involved died of shame. Isn't that what happened?
No.
Yeah, they did.
No.
Their brains did. So,
Nobody was ashamed.
I think they got someone got brain cancer. A couple, I think Johnny Cochran got cancer. Yeah. OJ killed a lot more people just by giving them stress. He killed more just in being in their presence, representing him.
Shapiro started LegalZoom, so I think he's doing all right now. Yeah. But
that's, by the way, maybe that's making up for it because I have used LegalZoom so many times to not have to call a lawyer. Just fill out the paperwork. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to talk to somebody.
Oh no, LegalZoom is a real thing. It's not me. Because you've never paid for LegalZoom.
That's Ray's nickname? Is that what it is?
You just go, hey, LegalZoom.
No,
I come in.
Yes, we've got the paperwork, but I do call you LegalZoom. Move it. LegalZoom. Please, how do I spell guarantee?
Every damn time. 15 years. 15 years. There's the U. There's a U. Just remember there's a U.
You know how many loopholes you've created in documents?
So then he'll put GARUAN. Gary on to you.
That's like restaurant.
GAUR.
Damn it.
ENTEE.
No. But
guarantee.
At least you're putting the U in the general.
I'm doing it. Well, I'm going to Louisiana spelling. Guarantee. I'm going to go Louisiana spelling.
Remember him?
You know what's weird about my brain? I'm a smart guy,
yes.
and I can't remember it. Like I
know.
I eventually spell it correctly because of my computer.
It's
just a red line. Fuck. I keep on.
Hey,
fuck.
quick.
Fuck. Oh no, red line.
Quick. Hold up your right hand.
Oh,
I had to think. But I had to.
You flinched.
Did you see how hard I had to work?
Yes.
We've been working on this way. This is an L. If you hold your hand up, that's an L, right? So this is left. And
how hard is like an eye doctor test?
It's not that. It's that creative.
Good or good?
Creative.
It's very, very creative.
You don't have a problem with left or right?
Quickly? No.
See, me neither. But I'm creative. But I have the other side as well. He is just like wildly creative. My mom was the same way. My mom was she's an oil painter. My mom would say, go right. And I'd start and she'd go, no, I said right.
Oh,
they are so alike.
Wyatt has the same. He's got some issues, although he's 10.
I'm going to say this. My brain's bigger and it's connected in one lump. There's no separation between left and right. Or only one side works. I'm not sure how it goes. Maybe only one side works.
We
the
choose?
left side.
Whatever the creative side is, I guarantee that it's that or that. So these people that aren't getting the vaccine, we've now got to the place where here's what bothers me the most.
Neither side of their brain is working.
Yes. But what bothers me is that everything everybody said was going to happen has happened. All the scientists are going, listen, this Delta variant is kicking ass. If you don't get vaccinated, it's gonna race through the country. And this was when it was in India, and we didn't have it yet.
And then we just watch what they said just slowly, painfully unfold. Like, they're going to have it over here, and then a week later, they have it over here.
And yet, the people that didn't get the vaccine, who denied it when they said it was going to happen, now that it's happened, just fucking move on like nothing,
And also, we were talking about this earlier, we're not hearing about what's happening in the rest of the world, which is interesting, because if you go to other countries, they talk about
why
us
did we
on the
stop
news
hearing about India?
So, a friend of ours
left.
Came over today who's Thai, and she was saying, her family's all there, her friends, and she said it's just being decimated. She said so many people she knows, family members, friends, are dying, and they haven't been able to get the vaccine.
They can't
and now
even get
she
it.
said they got 100,000 Pfizer doses, but it's set to come in December. And she said, and honestly, it's too late anyway.
Same with Japan. She said today we were talking to her today. She said Japan. She goes, how is Japan like the most technologically advanced country in the world?
Yeah.
Because they didn't order it. Now, say what you will about Biden. The second Biden came into office, he tripled our order. Tripled it. And so we went from I guess Trump had ordered 100,000 or 200,000 doses. He ordered 1 billion doses, some crazy number.
And yet we have assholes who aren't taking it, and we have it here, ready to go.
Well, and it's because of those people that those of us that did what we were supposed to do are now in danger of getting sick again. Certainly we have greater protection, but we shouldn't have to worry about that at all. You know?
But breakthrough infections are happening like crazy. They said Tom Rhodes, you just read on Facebook, Tom Rhodes,
a
comedian we both know, and it was as friends of ours. He was vaccinated, is in Vegas working. Now he's quarantined for 14 days and he said it hit him hard. The Delta variant hit him.
He's, my stepdad was just saying, I just hung up with him, and he was saying most people that he knows, if they do get it, it's mild or no symptoms. But I was surprised. This was one of our first ones of people we knew personally that said it's been bad, and he was fully vaccinated.
Did he get that weird generic brand?
Kirkland. He got
we need to find
he got Kirkland. He got the Kirkland vaccine.
Hey, I like Kirkland.
Kirkland's pretty good. If you look up it's really Pfizer. Kirkland's really Pfizer. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it would be.
It would be.
Totally
They
would be.
Kirkland doesn't mess around. I like Kirkland stuff.
I entertained us in the car the other day by looking up what the brands are that Kirkland has put their label on. It's pretty amazing. For a while, it was Macallan 18 Scotch that they were selling as Kirkland brand single malt 18-year-old for $60 instead of $300. So. Kirkland.
It was actually
Kirkland for life.
Yeah, Kirkland.
this is not an ad for Kirkland. Yeah, it is.
Kirkland for life.
What do you do? Okay. All right, no. And then the other thing, not just that, but now it's the insurrection, which they're now calling the January 6th disturbance. Or snafu. I haven't seen snafu, but that'll be next. And Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Hilarious downplaying.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I actually saw it called The Disturbance on OAN by someone I know.
It was The Purge, is what it was.
Yeah.
The Disturbance. It's such a fucked up thing that that the GOP actually
kerfluffle.
Yeah.
The kerfluffle. Yeah.
The oopsies.
Stop it. The GOP has stopped being a party of any ideas. Even when the last election, no platform, no ideas. It's all about disinformation, Orwellian phrases. McCarthy came out yesterday and he called Kinzinger and Cheney Pelosi Republicans
for wanting to find out what happened. I feel like I need to say this slowly. When our Capitol was attacked and all of their lives were put in danger.
And the Confederate flag was flown in the halls of Capitol, which has never happened in our fucking history.
And the N-word was used multiple times against officers who the GOP supposedly supports.
Back the blue.
So now you've got these 4 officers. So they hold their own little press conference, MTG and dipshit with the big head, and in front of the DOJ, which they actually got run out of because of a man with a whistle.
And
a good guy with a whistle.
Can we talk about this? This was beautiful.
I just want to make this point.
Right.
So now we've got 4 officers. They back the blue, right? GOP backs the blue. A lot of military and officers are conservatives, are Republicans.
Fanone.
And Fanone voted for Trump. And you've got 4 officers who were there on that day that came to tell their story today. And McCarthy said he just didn't have time to watch it. He had back-to-back meetings. But we're going to get to the bottom, to the truth of what really happened and blame Nancy Pelosi.
Holy shit.
So how do you...
No.
That's what I like.
But so Elise Stefanik came out and she said that it's Nancy Pelosi is the reason that January 6th happened. And I said, okay, wait. This is, again, here's
Beautiful.
what happens.
They
say crazy shit and no one thinks it through. No one goes, okay, all right, I'm going to buy your premise. So Nancy Pelosi set up something to attack herself and to not get the president that the leader of her party elected.
Yes.
So Nancy Pelosi set up to actually get rid of Biden.
Have people try to hang her.
Try to kill her. Yes. They were on the Nancy. They were, remember in the hallways?
Yes.
We were watching on TV and they go, Nancy,
they were
where
in
are
her
you,
office.
Nancy?
They were looking for her specifically.
Right. So Elise Stefanik is honestly like Liz. It's to me, I it's like you guys are so dumb. And here's what bothers me. To you people that vote Republican, and I know you don't watch this thing, so it doesn't matter who you are. They think you are that stupid. Do you understand that these people think that their base is so fucking stupid that they'll just believe anything they say? You know,
so far,
hey, you're one of them Pelosi Republicans. What does that mean? Taco salad. It doesn't make any sense at all.
I know you keep using this analogy, but taco salad really is a thing.
It is a thing, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yes,
there's
it does.
there's tacos and there's salad.
No,
just because a taco fell in a salad and broke up doesn't make it a taco salad. Nope.
I like to think of it this way:
It's a
taco
bowl
salad
of beans
is
and
a
cheese.
deconstructed taco
No, it's oh my god.
Yes.
No, it's not. See, and you do what the Democrats do.
With extra
you
lettuce.
intellectualize it. No, it's taco salad. It's a deconstructed taco on top of a bed of lettuce. Iceberg lettuce. I
can't eat it because it's not healthy.
Right,
but I
exactly.
like the
That's my
taco
point.
salad.
Taco salad,
Especially when it comes in the fried shell.
yeah,
Love that shit.
with cheese and beans and refried beans.
Yeah, what's a taco? A fried shell with cheese and beans and lettuce, tomatoes. Thank you.
A taco is a salad.
Your Honor,
just
I
in
thank
Taco
shell.
is
you.
not a salad.
Thank you. Air high five.
This is a debate that will not use.
A taco
okay, I will.
is a tiny salad.
miniature salad.
A taco
I
salad
think this
is a
is the
larger.
sketch
Yes.
for our next show. This is
And a stale sandwich.
The debate. I think we should set up a serious debate and make it look like a big election, and we'll debate the taco salad.
We already are.
No,
and we're not even playing.
I'll write it funny. I'm serious, but
I'll
I'll
get
write it
dressed
funny.
up for that.
Yeah.
You are going down.
Someone's got.
I will shave for
Someone's
that.
got to bring up something else to the ends of the debate. But no, I'm just saying Pelosi Republican. What do you talk like? What is like? And here's the thing: they're not funny and they're not smart. And none of the Republicans, from Great Gutfeld on down, they're not funny and they're not smart. So they're not even good. And every time that they try to slam somebody, listen to me, though. I know you're waiting to talk. They're not even good at insults. You guys, it's all schoolyard bully shit. It's not even funny. Like, Steve Woodrow, one of the guys who follows me and I follow him, he's very funny.
Representative from Colorado.
From Colorado. Holy crap, is that dude funny. And he is so good at just body slamming them. And now I want to get to what we were just...
I just want to say really quickly that I think that generalizing all Republicans are blank is problematic, and it puts us, I think that just makes us part of the problem. I don't agree with that. I have a lot of family members and people that I love that are Republican. I just think that the party itself and its platform has gone to absolute shite. And I think a lot of those people don't know where to go, and they're getting so much misinformation from the media, their media, and I just
do we I'd love to hear what their take is on all of these things that come up.
I would too.
They blind faith.
I
they just
can't
blindly
engage
back
in
it.
those conversations in my family because I want to
Stay
have
out
I'd
of
love to
family.
hear reason from.
I would too, yeah.
Like
for
just
sure.
So yesterday, I specifically said, listen, I am dead serious. I would like you Republicans to tell me why you continue to follow GP. I said, I'm serious. I'm not making being funny. I'm not being, I just want you to tell me, give me a reason. I had probably 89 responses, and not a single one was anything other than nobody's responding. Someone goes, I came here to find out what they mean. And there is nothing. It is
I did too. I was getting my nails done, and I was like, oh, I'm finally going to see.
That's a cult.
I liked what the representative from Colorado said.
Yeah,
I read it a couple
So,
times and thought about it, but it still seems like it doesn't fully make sense. It was basically a shift of blame. But what about the intellectuals that we know that are, in that party? What about the people that we know to be good people that are still in that party?
They're good. Okay, so in their personal lives, they're good people, but so many of them continue to push the lies of the Republican Party.
There's a disconnect. I
mean, even the people that we love dearly in our family,
who's coming to visit the next week, who we love so much.
They continue to push the lies of this, and it's almost, which is funny to me because they always call everybody else sheep. They're always like, you guys are sheep.
Yeah.
Well, you're saying the same shit Tucker Carlson said. That
you're just repeating this.
Yeah.
You're not
Grandma Jean
thinking
was
through
hot
things.
about Tucker Carlson when she came out here last time. She was in the hot tub going, that Tucker, he used to be somewhat normal. I can't even, do you know he told people to attack other people if their kids had masks on? And she was hot. I was like, Grandma.
I could listen to you do Grandma all day long.
Most people are like,
And here's the thing is that Tucker Carlson, since we're on this subject, he got jammed up in a fishing store in Montana, which was beautiful. This dude who literally looks like he's dressed as the Fox viewer. Did you see the dude?
I think I know the video. And
Got the greasy baseball hat on. He's wearing plaid. He walks
Character
up
actor.
and he goes, is that what they said he was?
No, he looked
He looked like if you were going to go, let's design a Fox viewer. This guy walks up to in a fishing store, convenience, and he goes, hey man, I just want you to know you're one of the worst human beings on the planet. What you have done to families across this country and this country in general is horrible.
Great.
And he goes, Tucker goes, hold on. He goes, no, don't let me finish talking. And Tucker Carlson calls him son. All right, okay, whatever, son. And he goes, son, don't you call me son. And then it goes out. I'm like, oh, what happened after that?
And he was taller than him. So, hey,
He's
man.
much bigger.
I saw today that people had cut that man's picture out and gotten rid of Tucker and basically made fun of him, how he looked. And I just thought, you just cut the fat Pillsbury Doughboy in plaid out of the left. Like his chin goes from here straight to here.
Yeah, to his belly button. His chin goes from
like
a
right
There
angle.
is no. It's just like a silo. Of
He is Mitch McConnell in training.
Yes, it's very smooth.
I just thought that's what they do. They just ignore parts of things and.
But then again, so you cut out the guys and you make fun of his looks. That is the thing I'm talking about. There is no comedy there. Like, guys, you could say the guy wasn't eloquent, whatever you want to say, but make fun of what he did, write a smart joke. They're not funny. It's just and
Not
here's
even
the thing.
that. It's just, what does that have to do with what he said? It's it's always smoke screens.
To be funny, it takes intelligence. It takes intelligence to be funny, to be able to connect two thoughts that make people laugh. They can't do it. None of them. Fox News, not a single one of them. Go down the list. And so I will say this. The first, I think Christopher Hitchens was the last funny Republican. He wrote a lot of books. He was on Bill Maher all the time, and they're just. I can prove they're not smart because they're not funny.
And none of them, as we are seeing, can handle a heckler.
No,
because that's another level of like you see the
you have
Rand
to be
Paul,
funny fast in the moment.
Yeah,
they are not good at that.
Where somebody called in to was like
that was awesome.
With Rand
He just
Paul,
did this.
that was awesome.
You know what I told him about that?
Not like
Explain. People may not know. We watch news. People go, Rand Paul.
Look it up.
Was on a. It was like OAN or something. He was being interviewed. Woman and the
people
woman.
were calling in.
People were calling. She goes, "All right, we got a caller. You got a caller for Senator Rand Paul?" And then one goes, "Yeah, hi, I'm a proud Kentuckian, and I just want you to and Senator Paul, I just want you to go fuck yourself." And then
she was kind of eloquent, and
like nobody moves.
That's the weirdest shit, though. The woman kind of goes, "Oh," and she looks down like, "Okay, next caller," or whatever. But
she didn't do that much.
Watch him. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't blink. He just does.
He hears this every day.
But
that's what she said.
And
because it's
they're
constant.
so used to it now. How they deal with everything is just nothing. I don't know.
Straight face it.
I see nothing. I react to nothing. I just pretend.
But on this woman's show, she's mediating a conversation with Rand Paul, and she goes, "First caller, go fuck yourself." And then she goes, "Okay, next caller."
Nothing. No, well, it is live. So,
but what else could she do?
Yeah.
What else is she gonna start heckling back? It was well timed. It bordered Monty Python.
We enjoyed it.
Yes,
we
did.
watched it a couple times.
And then what happened today was, and here's where the tide I think is turning a little bit. I'm not sure it's going to work, but the tide is turning because today, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz, to counter the testimony for the insurrection, they had a press conference in front of the Department of Justice. Matt Gaetz. They go start to talk. Some dude's got a whistle, and he's just going tweet, tweet, and they can't talk. People start heckling him. Then at one point, they go. Some guy hear a guy go, "Let's get out of here," and they start walking. A woman gets behind Matt Gaetz and goes, "Representative Gaetz, are you a pedophile? Are you a pedophile? Are you a pedophile? Are you a pedophile? Are you a pedophile?" She said it like 18 times till he got in the car, and there's one point where the camera gets in front of him, and he is fucking panicked. Mm-hmm. He's panicked. It's so beautiful. Now I
believe in a good guy with a whistle. I stand behind that.
By the way, now we all have a new. By the way, whistle sales are going through the roof.
Yeah.
Whistles don't kill people.
Exactly.
No,
right. They kill Matt Gaetz.
It's like 1,000 degrees in here. Is the air broken again?
What, really? Cool. My head is
I
freezing.
Going through menopause right now in this moment. Early menopause.
I think you may have started the change.
Now
we're witnessing right now.
Probably, if you go off of behavior. 20 months 20 months. That was actually no, I have baby pictures where I was like, I'm rolling my eyes and I'm an infant. So my favorite picture ever taken of me when I'm a child is at a Christmas concert. My dad took it and the lighting is beautiful and I'm on these risers with all these little children. My mother has clearly curled my hair. It is like cascading down. I'm in a red velvet dress. My best friend Linda Show is next to me and all the children turn to look at the camera and the trees behind us and they're all smiling and I'm going like lip curl staring at my dad like, why are you taking a picture of me right now? And I was 4. So yeah.
You're still the same girl, which I love.
That sounds like an album cover.
I'm a dick.
You're just very cynical.
Am I? I'm an optimistic cynic. I'm an optimistic
taco salad.
cynic.
Taco salad. I'm just going to say taco salad again. Damn it.
I am optimistic about some things and very cynical about others. I do feel like lately it's hard to be optimistic because it feels like up is not up anymore and down is not down. And it's what he said. The truth is not the truth. And I remember thinking, what are you talking? You can't say, that's not a thing. You can't say that because
you don't get to read an Orwell novel in your speech. He just read truth is not truth. What you see didn't happen.
There is, so what, my sister believes with all her heart, and what I believe with all my heart are completely different things.
Yeah, there's not even any crossover.
No, and we were raised the same, raised by the same people, with the same values, with everything. And just what we are listening to is different. And it's really disheartening in general that the country is this divided.
But here's the thing. People keep saying it's divided, and then I keep hearing this both sides argument. We said this before. It's not both sides. One side wants all the people to have equal rights. They want everybody to be able to vote. They basically think healthcare is a good thing when the rest of the industrialized world has it. Yep. And what I don't quite, and then the other side wants black people to not be able to vote, Democrats to not be able to vote. They want Flint, Michigan, fuck it. They should figure it out on themselves.
And to get COVID, don't get the vaccine.
Don't get the vaccine. Don't help your fellow man. Don't back in. It's not both sides. Right now, now I'm not saying it hasn't been in the past. It has been in the past. But right now, in this space and time in American history, it is not both sides. It is one fucking side.
So here's my question for you, though. So you have conservative people that believe in conservative values.
Which are?
The standards, right?
Like
abortion.
Anti-abortion.
Things like that.
Right.
Where do those people go right now? You know what I mean? Where do they go? It's so like.
But why do you have
what the
to
GOP has become is so crazy.
So no side's going to give you everything you want, right?
No.
So
I think right now the choice is clear. If you had to,
yes, right now in America, yes.
But I do think that the GOP needs a revival or a new party or something like the Liz Cheney people that are still standing for what they believe. Yeah. Listen, he said that.
I do not agree with Kinzinger and Liz Cheney on probably 90% of the issues. I do agree that no matter what this is, after the fourth hearing on Benghazi, we could have finished it. They did 11. These guys don't even want to investigate what happened on January 6th, which is literally the worst thing that has happened to American democracy since the Civil War. And you guys are just going to blow past it? Marjorie Taylor Greene is very, very dumb, which is obvious, but she can, it's weird that people keep doubling down on dumb. She said this today. She said that these people want Nancy Pelosi and everything. This commission is out to get us. It's out to get me and Matt Gaetz and Mo Brooks and everything. Yeah, because you did some shit.
Wait, are you listing everyone that
she's listing
involved with
you guys are trying to get rid of us. Why would you just go out and admit you just did some shit?
A crime.
What would you have to do with the January 6th commission when none of us have accused you yet?
Why would you? It was a bunch of people with.
Hold on, let me list the rest of us.
You have the worst poker face of anybody.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're preemptively striking, saying that when they do get arrested, when there is charges, when this commission pulls their cell phone records and they pull their text logs. And they go, hey, you were texting Donald Trump here, and it says it's going well. What do you want us to do here in the halls of Congress? Boebert, 1776.
Also, and the speaker...
Mo Brooks spoke at the thing?
Boebert also tweeted the speaker has been
the speaker's been taken to her been removed. Yeah. She was tweeting where Nancy Pelosi was.
It was Boebert that they had on video or other representatives said that she was leading impromptu tours with people
the day before
2 days before.
Doing intel.
So that's all. Yes, they were getting out where does shit go, where do people hang out. So if that comes out, I'm not saying it is or it isn't, there's a lot of weird shit there, but if they can go, we can now track that McCarthy doesn't want it because he was in contact with Trump. So if McCarthy's text log and his phone calls are repeatedly to Donald Trump, and it is pretty obvious.
Did you get the shipment of crowbars?
Yeah, exactly,
that's been delivered,
exactly.
Well,
and all of the the bats. We got the bats.
here's the thing. McCarthy called Trump that day.
Right.
We know that. McCarthy that day was furious. He came out and made a speech and said
So
that
did
Trump was
McConnell.
100% responsible for what happened. Well, McConnell said it again at the impeachment. But he's going with the, we're just going to let the authorities investigate it and not waste our time doing it. But McCarthy, if he called Trump because Trump was in the White House, there would be a record of what was said, a transcript of that phone call that would be available for subpoena.
Well, and that's one thing. But here's the other thing, dude. They came out and they said, why didn't the Democrats handle the security that day? Why didn't Democrats get the
what?
National Guard there?
We
And I
weren't
was
in
like,
charge.
you guys were in charge of the Senate, the House, and the presidency. Like, it's
And
like
also-
we were
Your guy was still
We
in.
were running to not die and trying to hide. We were hiding behind desks and
That's
shit.
amazing.
You were running shit. What?
And also Trump, the president, would be the one responsible for calling in
100%.
the National Guard.
Yeah.
And
Michael Flynn's brother was literally one of the generals in charge. Who,
Yeah.
by the way, he's not. He's been moved.
yeah.
He's been moved out. Why? But okay. So let's talk about this. Let's do what pundits do on TV and speculate. Then why, if all that's true, why hasn't Biden brought the hammer down and arrested these fucks? Explain to me. Anybody got any ideas?
Chaos. It's
going to cause chaos.
It's the OJ verdict, right?
Right. True.
You know, everybody. What do you think is going to happen if they put Donald Trump in handcuffs and arrest him? What do you think is going to happen?
All hell's going to break loose.
They already
worse
did
January
that
6th? Is
just
that what
because they thought that he lost the election. Imagine if they think the deep state is imprisoning. So everyone involved, Trump and like 12 top GOP.
Basically, there's 12
You don't think that's to people that fervently
might-
believe that there's a deep state and that we're
And then it looks
busy
like an
sucking
actual
children's
coup.
blood?
It
and
actually
then,
they
yes.
look exactly like a coup. So they've had this meeting.
Yeah.
So you think they've had this meeting. So here's so what I think is, I think that I agree with you guys 100%. That's what's going on. But I also think that Biden is playing a long game, and so is Pelosi. Like, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this commission. We're going to keep getting evidence.
Let it slowly
and there'll
keep
be a
coming
day before here's how dumb the GOP is and Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy shouldn't be able to play poker with anybody, let alone be the speaker. Everything he did to get this commission stopped fucked him. He said, so they had negotiation. You guys may not know this, and you may not care, but McCarthy's like, it's like having the dumb guy. Put the dumbest guy in charge. Put me in charge of something, of math. Put me in charge of math. That's what Kevin McCarthy is to the
Geography.
GOP.
The spelling bee.
Yeah.
Oh.
Geography, even worse, geography.
Or
Math
the spelling
geography.
bee. Or spelling.
Yeah. Put me in charge of anything that takes education. Yes, exactly. Just anything that takes.
The superintendent.
I can write a joke. I can misspell
Dean
some
Titus.
fucking good jokes.
You do.
Yeah.
You are
Let
genius
me
at
run
that.
Harvard. That's what you do. So Kevin McCarthy comes at this is so funny to me because like at one point the best thing to do is nothing. Because you don't look guilty. Just the best thing to do is let it go and then get involved in it so you can push it. And if you're going to be a criminal, be a criminal.
Right.
McCarthy goes, all right, we'll have the commission, but we want half the guys in and we want veto power and everything. And so the Democrats went, okay, you can have that. He went, fuck that, we're not doing it. What? That's the dumbest move you get. Then he goes, we're not. And then they voted to have, they voted the commission down. All the Republicans voted it down. Then Nancy Pelosi goes, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to form a select committee, which is what they did on Benghazi, which is what Republicans did, and we're going to put people on it. And McCarthy's like, you can't have a select committee. We want 5 guys on it. So he picks 5 guys. 2 of the guys, one of the guys had just written a statement that said nothing happened on January 6th.
He filmed a video.
Yeah, he filmed a video, right? It was a
put it
video.
out.
It was horrible. Like it was like
And one was a material witness. That's probably going to be
and then Jim
called.
Jordan, which we may be part of it. So out of the 5, Pelosi goes, those 2 guys can't be on it. Jim Jordan, by the way, first of all, we're not getting shit done with Jim Jordan on it.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't know who's going to get raped, and he's going to let that go. So they take Jim Jordan, 2 guys off. McCarthy goes, you know what? If you want to take those 2 guys, you can't have any of my guys. And so Pelosi goes, okay, We're still having the committee. Oh, and by the way, to make it bipartisan, I'm going to bring the two people in the Republican Senate who are like at least normal when it comes to the truth.
And could I just give an aside to that?
Yeah.
Liz Cheney aligned herself with Donald Trump as far as what her voting record, 96% of the time over the last 4 years.
And the woman that
Elise
replaced her,
Stefanik, who they put in her place when they pulled her off her committee, was like 72%.
didn't vote with Trump. So Cheney was like hardcore. So the legitimacy of now a bipartisan commission is so set with Liz Cheney. And by the way, her dad is Darth Vader.
Yes.
He's like the worst human being in the world. But she's like, listen, it comes down to America. Then Kinzinger, who broke into tears today interviewing these cops, he literally started crying today, talking about what has gone on. And he said, if you want to call me names, fine. And we're going to figure this out. So now McCarthy, not only does he have nobody, he's got no inside guy, zero, to tell him what's going on. They don't know what's coming down the pike to counter it. On top of that, he's got two other people who he's maligned. He called them Pelosi Republicans. People are looking to bend him over and rape him. You're the dumbest Speaker of the House we've ever had. Kevin McCarthy, listen, there's a guy named Bruno who's running against you. I hope he wins. I am going to donate to Bruno because honestly, McCarthy, you literally are the worst politician I've ever seen. You are the Tucker Carlson of politics, man. You bitch and you moan and nothing gets done. And so I'm just stunned at the stupidity. Mitch McConnell, on the other hand, is the snakiest. I've never seen a guy so bald-faced just come out and go, well, I believe that the Democrats are responsible for January 6th.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that. Why wasn't the security handled? Why weren't you handling it?
Wait, why would that be the
because
Democrats?
Pelosi was Speaker of the House.
Well, why don't we investigate it? And we'll find out.
Wait,
Why
no,
don't we,
no!
Let's look into it.
We're going to complain about it, but we're not investigating shit. Nope!
Well, we can answer that if you would like to investigate this.
We are still looking into emails for the 56th time because Hillary is not running for anything.
And also, router.
Router.
Oh, right.
Did you see that? You see a clip of that?
Why was he saying it a billion times and trying to be like router?
He always does that.
He just learned the word.
Yes,
and like it's
that's what I told him.
Thing.
I said he's learned a new word. Stephen Miller writes his...
And his base just figured out the
internet.
internet.
And they give him words to repeat or little catchphrases.
Repeat the lie repeatedly until it becomes the truth.
The violent left, whatever he's going to say, repeat it over and over. But this time they gave him a new word, you could tell, because he was so excited to be able to say this new word. And he kept like gearing up and router.
Where are the routers?
And then he would kind
what
of...
about the routers?
Then he'd look around like, hey.
We better get those routers. We don't get those routers, so I don't know what we're going to do.
Okay,
but
it's not a thing. Routers don't
I talked to her about the routers.
But
so
no, it's not.
They're not releasing the routers.
But routers don't hold. It's not storage.
I love my routers.
It's my favorite word, router.
There's no storage. It's not something that you could get.
It doesn't store anything.
Okay.
It just connects to web addresses, and there's no way that would prove anything about voting. You dumbass! I love that he continues to be a dumbass. Anyway, what I'm frightened about is that we are going to. They're gearing up at the Capitol right now because they removed the fences. They're gearing up for because my pillow guy said August 13th. August 13th, President Biden and Kamala Harris will step down, and Trump will take over.
They keep pushing like a new date.
Could we get someone more credible than a pillow guy?
I don't think so.
Right.
I think they were like, who's the most credible guy in the GOP right now? Ted Cruz. Oh my God. My pillow guy. You know, that's not bad. My pillow guy.
Okay. That's the thing. Look at people we'll submit as experts, like Dr. Fauci, who helped stop AIDS.
Yes. None of our people say as seen on TV.
No, exactly. Exactly.
Or give you a discount code.
You never have to act now with our people.
Right.
Yeah, you're the GOP. There's always a grifter side, like used car salesman. Our side is like, yeah, I'm a scientist. And what do you do? Science. I invented a vaccine. We've cured a lot of people.
Ours, they're sold vodka and water and couldn't sell it.
The interesting thing, and I agree with you, I shouldn't say everybody on the GOP. You're right, I shouldn't on Republicans because there are some Republicans, and a lot of them are hitting me up on Twitter and just saying, dude, I'm out. I've changed my affiliation. I'll never vote Republican again in my lifetime. That's happened a lot.
Well, that's the thing. I do think that that's the problem is that people are making these absolutes. I'm not, and they're all like this, and you're all like that, and I just think there has to be some meeting ground.
Well, but
I get like people who are screaming the N-word and waving the Confederate flag. I have no desire to find middle ground.
we're not going to have a group therapy session and flip
Nope. But some people who I think do feel a little bit disenfranchised or lost, or like I don't think everybody is bad.
So, and I tweeted this out. So right now about the vaccine, people are starting to understand that everything they've said was going to happen is happening. How it's going to rip through the society, how it's worse, and now if you just go further, then what's the next variant?
Yeah,
Lambda.
Epsilon?
There is
Omega is the last variant, and that's when your entire inside your sexual organs just fall out and down your pant leg, and you're like, oh, what do you got? I got the Omega, stupid Omega.
What's Zeta? This is just apocalypse.
They were fat bitches. That's what they were.
Sorry, she's a sorority
they
girl.
were Zetas. Wow, you guys. Whew.
What were the Zetas? They were fat bitches.
They were bitches.
That's mean.
They were bitches. So during Rush Week, which used to be able to call it, there were some Zetas, there's always these bitches, man. I talked about them in my first special that just hate you for absolutely no reason whatsoever as a woman, not men. You guys are fine with Zetas, trust me. And so
Zetas are sluts too.
This is okay.
I went to first night of Rush Week, went to, you go to all of them. And the next day they told the other presidents that I didn't need to come back on Tuesday. I had not said a word on that Monday. I had not said a word. You just kind of go through and see what they do, and you watch them present, and that's it. And, say hi, and that was it. And I was out.
Do you know why,
Tuesday.
though? You know why, though?
Yes.
Okay. Seriously, you walk in a room.
Also, one of the Zetas was sleeping with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, there you go. Can I say this? And I've seen this happen, and I didn't notice with my ex. But there's a certain level of beauty that certain women have, and a certain level of confidence, and a certain level of brains that they have, that when you walk into a room with lesser women, and dudes have it too, but on a lesser extent, it's amazing to watch. I've walked into rooms with you, and I've literally seen women see you, and their eyes change.
You're like,
into
fuck
Satan.
her.
Yeah, demonize. They just and then it's. I've seen
whatever
it.
with your shoes and your height.
I'm not saying no. We all know,
Before
right?
you put in the shitty, your shitty comments below, it's not that any girl is that beautiful. Some are. It has something to do with confidence, the way you carry yourself,
and
but
brains.
Also some women just hate you for no reason whatsoever.
You have to admit
it's an insecurity thing.
Okay, so you don't have to say how pretty you are. We know, him and I have been in the world a long time. We know how beautiful you are.
But you guys love me. And
no. Why do you think I love you? Because you're beautiful.
No.
I love you more because of the other stuff.
This is really sweet.
But the first thing.
Don't comment below. I get it.
You can make fun of me at all, but no. So
point being, every woman has dealt with this at some point in her life.
Let's just be honest. You're 5'11". You're 5'11". In heels, you're 6'3". You're smoking. Your nickname is Bombshell.
You nickname me.
I know because no one has disagreed. No one.
It doesn't count, Dad.
Do you know we've never gotten a comment that said Bombshell? Who's that? We've never had that. They're like, yeah, Bombshell. They accept it. You know why? Because you are. Am I wrong?
The camera, I have to make no adjustments on the camera. It just goes, yep, that's it.
Your camera, him and I'm like, holy shit, do we look like that?
We have to put filters on
Who
ours.
are these two old guys?
Who
are these two ancient
dickheads?
That
last time you guys did this, a chick sent me a message and said, you're not that pretty.
Right, exactly.
She's a Zeta, that bitch.
I know.
Zeta,
she's probably the girl that was sleeping with my ex-boyfriend.
That's my new thing, Zetas. Every time she does, I'm just going to go.
I rushed Greek because I had just had the cops remove my ex and all of his things. And I was not a girl that would normally do that. I was halfway through college, I think. I was a junior, I think, already. So I was older to be doing it. And I was desperate for some kind of safety net.
Right.
And he was very abusive, and it was just a lot. I had gone through a lot.
Not a great guy.
No. And physically, the cops came to be with me, to protect me, while he came back into my home to get his things. And I ended up seeing that cop several years later. It was kind of a cool thing. But anyway.
Seeing that cop,
wait,
dating?
what's the seeing? Yeah, that's the question.
No. Oh, no. I was running the 6 comedy clubs at that point, and he had come downtown to work with the other cops that were my friends, and he walked up to me and he said, "You don't remember me, do you?" I was wrecked that day.
Oh, so just saw him with your eyes. Got it.
He came and talked to me and he said, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I said, "No, you look familiar." And he said, "I was the one that sat with you on the couch that day while you cried." And he was taking his stuff out. And I said, "You're kidding me." He said, "I have thought about you so many times since that day. I was so worried about you." He said, "I just knew he was going to try to come back." And he said, "I am so happy to see you doing so well and having moved on with your life." It was this really kind of cool emotional moment where I got to see the cop that protected me that day. But anyway, so that's why I rushed, because I normally would not have done it. And I ended up finding the most beautiful human being on the planet, Carla, my big sis, who flew out for my special. Do you remember Carla who came?
I like her. Her and husband were great, actually. I like them.
They're awesome. And that's why I always credit her with helping me get away from him, because she was always like, "Girl, you ain't doing that. You ain't talking to him. Scott, don't call her again." And she'd hang up. Like, she was just a badass. And so that's how that whole Greek
Did he
thing
track
happened.
you? Did he get that thing after you gone that he kept trying to call you and keep going?
Yeah.
officer
So
did.
We've all done that. I've been there.
I think,
I'm not there with
allegedly he got into like methamphetamines and some pretty bad stuff, allegedly.
That'll help with that professional baseball career.
Yeah. And so
He's swinging really fast
I
and
know.
wildly.
Wow. He ran to third base. What is going on?
And then into the stands.
Why is Paul Gosar clapping?
So I moved and I had changed my number. And he got my number at some point and started calling me. And what I later realized were his meth binges. And he would call at like 3 a.m. and it would wake me up, and he would rant and ramble all this crazy shit. So night after night, I wasn't getting sleep. If I didn't answer, he'd call over and over and over. And he was saying, like, "I killed his baseball career. You're the reason that I got sent home. You're this, you're that." He said I gave him scabies, which I was like, what?
Is that a thing?
I hadn't seen him in 3 months. Yeah, I
That's
don't know
cooties.
if it's a dirty people thing under the skin. But I was like, "But thanks for telling me that you got scabies from someone." And he's...
By the way, that really adds to me getting back with
Yeah.
you. By the way, now that you've got the old scabies, where are you now?
that was...
That by the way, worst booty call ever. I got scabies. Yeah, click.
That's what I said.
That's not a good
I haven't seen you in 3 months, and I don't have scabies. So,
Exactly.
But finally, that's when I told you and Slade I just moved and canceled all my phone numbers and everything, and just like to get away. It was the craziest shit ever. But that's why I rushed. That was the whole thing. But anyway,
I married a lesbian. Does that
I
help?
know.
Does
It
that help
does
you
a
feeling?
little bit. Actually, I think yours is worse because you spent more time
Yes.
in that
A
situation
lot more. Yes.
than I did.
Long drawn out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I married one of Satan's minions.
Minions. No, you married Satan.
You married the boss.
You married Gru.
The boss. The boss would have kept it together a little better.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, the boss
That's a
would have
good
kept
point.
it together.
That's a good point. By the way, this episode brought to you today by one company, a new company that we're working with that I absolutely love, Fitbod. You had a phone call with Fitbod, correct?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So super awesome app that Christopher and I have been using
Right.
on the road now. We love this because, we always stand behind anything that will make you healthier, especially during this time, at a time that it's not really necessarily safe to go out and go to the
Right.
gym. And so we've started doing this on the road in the hotel living room together.
Yeah, like the Temptations. We're doing the same exercise at the same time.
We
Yes.
do.
Yep.
In sync and
Yeah, we
suits.
are.
So what I love about it is that it's constantly changing. You're not doing the same thing because when you get bored, you lose motivation. Then you're not going to go do it. On week 2, you're like, nah, I don't really. So this keeps it super exciting. It's an app that you can download to your phone. You also put in your goals. You put in your intensity, where you are, what you want to do, how often you can work out, and whether you have equipment. You don't have to have equipment. We've been doing body weight options in the hotel room.
And here's the thing is that I'm always stunned at, because for a while before COVID, I was paying a great guy, Presto trainer, and and he's great, and I busted my ass. But whatever's going on with body weight with this app is that I my chest has gotten bigger, and I don't, and it's just body weight.
I love the body weight ones because it's something that you're not used to and it surprises you. You're like, oh, this isn't going to be hard. And then you're dying by minute 20.
And you have no excuse with body weight stuff. And you can travel with it.
That's what I told him. I said, this gets rid of the excuse.
I left my pecs at home. Sorry, can't work out. I left my pecs.
Or like you don't want to go to a hotel gym. Even before COVID, it's just like, I don't want to go downstairs. I have a show. And I told him this past week, this actually got rid of every excuse I had. I don't need equipment. I can do it right here in the hotel room, and he can do it with me.
You don't want to go to the hotel gym anyway. You're down there right now. So you in town? What are you in town for? I'm actually not to talk to somebody. Exactly. I left people I knew. I left so I didn't have to talk to them, and now I don't want to talk to you.
By the way, I got scabies from this over here.
Exactly.
Who says you gave me scabies? It's been 15 years, and I'm still like, what? 20 years. What? I don't know what happened to him, but
after knowing you for 15 years, scabies is not something I would. You gave me a cynical attitude and snarkiness, I could say.
Over chapping from too much showering. Exactly. She shaves twice a day. That's not healthy. Anyway, so Fitbod uses an algorithm that uses data and analytics, so it tailors to your experience, your equipment, your level of fitness. So that's why I really love it. I really think that this is a genius idea, and it varies exercises. It's like having a personal trainer wherever you are. Keeps you safe also right now. Stay home and stay safe. You can do this in your backyard even.
How do they get it?
Super easy to use, has HD video tutorials so that you can learn new exercises, and it integrates with Apple Health, Fitbit, Strava. Pretty awesome. So it's $9.99 a month, or you can pay $59.99 for the entire year. If you sign up now, you'll get 25% off your membership. So pick up the pace on your fitness journey with Fitbod today, and your future self will thank you. Your future buns will thank you. Get 25% off your membership at fitbod.me/Titus. That's 25% off at fitbod.me/Titus.
And I would pay for one session of working out was $80 and $59 for the whole year. That's insane. On top of that, since we've been using it, my ass has tried to climb my back.
He told me that. He said you're not going to be able to resist my glutes. I was like, it is. I think this is a pretty genius thing. And then everybody, and if you're scared, a lot of people that are starting out working out are nervous about going and doing it in front of other people because they don't know how to do stuff. They don't know what to do. What if they're doing it wrong? I've seen you at the gym. And so this you can do at home. You can watch these HD video tutorials, learn these exercises, get stronger. I just think it's a great idea.
Also just working out, period. This is by the way, I love using this thing. The other thing I want to say is that part of the reason people are surviving COVID, and especially whatever variant the dumbasses continue to feed to us because they won't get vaccinated, working out and keeping that blood flow going and keeping your
immune system boost.
Yes, saves it. Actually creates so get this guys, and then you don't have an excuse.
$9.99 a month if you don't want to do it all at once. It's pretty great, and make your husband do it with you. It's fun.
It's weird because when you asked me to do it, we were at the hotel and you were like, "Hey, you want to work out with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll work out with you." And then you got up and got ready, and I was like, "Oh man, I gotta get my shit on now."
You were a little man. Right
at first. The tightest ass.
Felt great at the end though. Felt great at the end, yeah.
Well, we would wake up like kind of jet lagged and just like tired from the show, or we had a couple drinks or whatever and just feeling crappy. And then we would do even just 20 minutes together.
Hard though.
And and then your blood it was crazy how much better we felt after.
Speaking of this weekend, guys, I'm going to be Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday we're going to be in Toledo. Friday, Saturday, we're going to be...
Let me do this.
Columbus.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So last night, tonight, and tomorrow.
Airtel. Friday, maybe.
I know, but you said Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll just do it. Last night you missed Columbus.
Yeah,
Tonight and tomorrow, Columbus.
I said Friday, Saturday, Columbus, and then I said Sunday, Toledo.
You
Didn't
clustered.
I just say that?
We're your representatives.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the Columbus Funny Bone.
Yep.
Sunday, going to be in Toledo.
Yep.
Is it also a Funny Bone?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Funny Bone. Come see the show. Do me a favor, though. If you're not vaccinated, wait. Come see me when I'm there, when I'm touring. Because this
Toledo is sold out, and some of the Columbus shows are.
Saturday sold out.
But we were trying to get them to flex capacity a little bit if they legally can. We haven't heard back on that yet, so just keep your eye on that. I know some people are.
So some more tickets might open up depending on what they do.
We're hoping a few. We're not doing we're not doing full capacity shows.
Right.
Because
But
we're not dumb.
we have developed a new T-shirt. If you guys want to get merch, we're signing, and there'll be cards at some of the events pretty soon where you'll be able to get a signed card, and there'll be a discount code on the back to get one of the new tour shirts. Which Highlander, my buddy Johnny Jalopy designed it. Highlander took it, put his little twist on it, and they're awesome. I'm happy with them.
Yeah,
and on the
really
back
cool.
it says, "Now we need to invent a vaccine for stupid." And you can walk around with the shirt on and basically piss people off who can't say anything to you.
Who are dressed in a flag,
Yes.
ironically.
Who were dressed in flag
toe.
shorts, totally violating the flag code like you morons. Really, your nut cheese is now desecrating the
Please
flag,
don't
you
ever say
psycho.
nut cheese again. I don't even like that. And I thought I loved all kinds of cheese, but I don't.
This episode brought to you by
Nut cheese.
Titus Cheese.
How was your
Your
week
discount
last
code
week?
for nut cheese.
What were you doing last week? How was everything?
Everything
While we were
is,
gone.
everything was great. I ran around here just like waving a towel.
Yeah,
It's
No one
really
watching
fun.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
sliding in your socks like
Yep.
that one movie.
With the
Like risky
sunglasses.
business, risky
yeah.
business.
Sure. Yep.
If you're gonna crack a joke about it,
I've seen
iconic
that
reference,
clip.
yeah.
Not the movie though.
So the dun dun
Oh,
dun
you've seen
dun
it
dun
probably,
dun dun dun, and it's just
And then
Highlander.
Yep, that's the clip I've seen. No,
In my
no.
socks.
I will say we were talking before the podcast about how this new variant is hurting kids, and he's got a kid. And,
know.
my son, I just found out both my kids have now been totally vaccinated, which is great. But he, we were, literally I had to calm him down. I'm like, whoa, because he's starting to get angry.
It's now starting to piss me off. Okay, now you're affecting my concern for my child.
Right.
Hey, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, it's one thing if you're
He
just going to
can't get
choose for yourself. He
vaccinated
can't get
yet.
vaccinated.
How
He's
old
10.
Is it 12?
It's 12. 12 is the
Okay.
cutoff. It's one thing if you want to have your own choice and your freedom and not take the vaccine. But you're affecting other people, and now you're affecting children. We have cases now, more cases
2 kids
than ever.
in Arkansas. We just heard that 2 babies in Arkansas died.
They were little kids, yeah, not infants, but little kids. The Department of Health in Arkansas, my stepfather, Randy, told me about this, and I looked online, and they have confirmed that 2 small children have died from it. And also
fucking
Children's
Christ.
Hospital confirmed that they have, I think it was like 58 kids in ICU in that area's Children's Hospital right now. I mean, it's like, it's crazy.
And all you dumbass.
Just a little shout out, Henry came to our show in Omaha. How old is Henry? We knew this, and now I
13?
forget.
Is he 13,
He
12 or 13?
must be 12 because he just got his shot.
Yes.
That's why I was wondering. He came to the show.
I came to the show, and he got to see us. Got to see me swear doing my zero fucks bit. Which I had to apologize to me before the show. I'm like, Henry, I'm going to swear on this show a bit. So I just think that we're to the point now where they're saying also 20s and 30s. That's the major, like people are really getting sick. And if you haven't got the vaccine and you're 50 and older, you're just okay. You know what, man? You don't want to be here. That's on you. That's on you. But 20s, 30s. One guy they just interviewed today on CNN. I was watching this morning. Had a double lung transplant, and his mom was there with him, and they interviewed him, and he talked, and he goes, "This I was dumb. I should have done it." And then he said, "I also want to say that please sign up for the organ donor list because without it, I would have died." Oh my God! Why'd you just roll your eyes?
I'm just so it's like, how much evidence do you need?
Right.
What's
it going to take? How many people that die is going to convince you then that's the thing that it's like such a bankrupt system that the only way to get these people to believe is for them to die or for them to have someone close to them die.
Or have them bang right up against death. They have to bang right
like
up
that
against
radio
it.
host.
Oh yeah,
The guy
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
on the ventilator and
he's
stuff.
on a ventilator and he's like, I never was anti-vax. Yeah,
Yeah, you
we
were.
have many radio
Right.
shows where you said that.
Right. You said it on the radio. You announced it. Fuck.
And people think that I'm maybe too harsh about it. I don't. Here's the thing. If you weren't get vaccinated, knowing what it does, because here's how many people have been vaccinated worldwide, 3.9 billion. What's your number? What's your number where you think, oh, I guess it works? We've had 300, we have 160 million people vaccinated in the U.S. We have 320 million doses, 324 million doses. What's your number? So we're only at 49.8% vaccinated. We need to hit 70% just to get this thing to stop. The new variant, and the Delta variant, because you assholes didn't, and I'm going to call you assholes. And here's the thing. People go, so this was actually an argument, right? Someone said, oh, you know what, these people, they're not getting vaccinated because people are just calling them stupid. You know what? The only thing I got done in my life was because my dad called me stupid. The only time I ever succeeded or did something I was supposed to do is because I was told I was stupid and wasn't doing the right thing. You're not doing the right thing.
You're putting everybody at fucking risk.
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want, a puppy room with things for anxiety?
Okay.
No, I'm just saying that.
I don't know that your dad's parenting skills
I'm just gonna say, but I'm just going to say, but I'm just saying.
The Christmas garbage bag, I don't...
Do you
coddle? Do you remember that? Yes.
Hey, dude, you've stabbed a bunch of people. You know, you're making people sick. We're going to have to coddle you a little bit to get you to drop the knife. Can you just please put down the knife? Fuck. So when these people crank out, because of their own stupidity, I have to be honest. I don't have a whole lot. And by the way, character flaw, maybe I'm a sociopath. I don't have a whole lot of sympathy. If you decided and you told a bunch of people, I ain't getting no fucking vaccine for them to control me, I ain't doing this shit, and you don't take the vaccine, you get sick and you die, you know what? I really feel bad for your family. They have to pay for your funeral, and I feel bad that the bills that you created. I don't have a lot. I'm telling you. I don't. People always say, you liberals are well, I ain't woke. You listen.
I also think, though, that a lot of that blame does lie in the media. I mean, we know that Fox News hosts were vaccinated and that Fox is requiring their own form of a vaccine passport. And yet at the same time, Laura Ingraham and Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity were then going on the air after being vaccinated and discouraging people from being vaccinated.
Sean Hannity became a pachinko ball and one day said, get vaccinated, talk to your doctor. And then the next 2 days later, he said, I never said to get vaccinated.
They all are. And I think it's because, like you've said, at some point they realize they're killing all of their voters.
Yeah.
It's not.
And their viewers, yeah.
It's not liberals that are dying because they all ran to get the vaccine. We climbed over each other to get it.
you were actually saying we were 80. She had documents made up. I'm not 93.
I photoshopped them.
I'm not 93. That's true. Because you made some for you too.
That's the thing, though. And so several people have come out and said now, several right-wing people have said to get the vaccine. And it's apparently making some of their followers mad that they're like, hold on. You know, I don't know. I will tell you, Delta is more contagious than the other viral strains.
Yep. By like 50 times more contagious. And that's after the COVID-19 itself was like 1,000 times more transmissible than SARS. This is double the transmission or more. It's insane. And you guys keep not getting vaccinated. It's going to happen again. There's going to be another mutation. And
they have already identified Lambda, right? So Delta was 50% faster than Alpha, like you said, was 50% than the original strain.
Never going to end.
So scientists, this is at Yale Medicine, are saying that they're blown away by how quickly it's accelerating. Unvaccinated people are at risk, obviously. That's number 2. Although you are endangering us as well. There's a disproportionate number of unvaccinated people in southern and Appalachian states.
Hold on, you mean the places in the sister wife states, there's a lot more unvaccinated is what you're telling me.
Those are not sister wife states. Sister wife states is Utah.
No, that's no.
Uncle Daddy states are.
Uncle Daddy.
Where they marry each other and they keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Really keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Up until you start having flipper babies and then you switch it up.
And then, right.
Then you bring,
no, they didn't.
Maybe that's what they need.
No, they didn't. Right. Did you see the video from the insurrection? No, they didn't. They were like, who's the most beautiful little girl I've ever did saw?
Thank you, Mommy.
Yes, you are a pretty little thing. You just like a teardrop from Jesus. I've never seen something so
That's why they're not getting the vaccine, because it's a flipper.
Put both eyes this way. Baby. No. Okay, well, we're going to work on it. Here's a pencil. Okay, there's a pretty little thing.
There you, Mommy.
You're so pretty. Kids are now at risk, like we've been talking about. Children and adults under 50 were 2.5 times more likely to become infected with Delta. And no vaccine is yet approved for this.
Thanks, everyone.
I don't know. Why
is Wyatt supposed to be in person in September? August?
I don't know. It's up in the air.
Okay.
I have a question. Why isn't the FDA approved this yet? We have, so we have no approval from the FDA.
I don't get it.
Yet we're at.
For under 12?
No,
for anybody. It's actually all
FDA
under emergency approval. because I keep hearing, because the excuses, by the way, everybody who won't take the vaccine, the excuses have changed. It's, I ain't putting it, control me, vaccine chip. Then they start to realize how fucking psycho they sound. And then they go, okay, well, tracking chip. Yeah. Okay. And then it goes to, well, they don't know what it's good or bad. Well, and then I go, well, but Trump invented it, you said. Yeah, but it's dangerous.
And Trump took it.
Yeah, Trump took it. Yeah, and you won't take it.
I keep saying. None of their messaging goes together.
No, it doesn't, and it keeps changing. Like I've been stuck on take the vaccine, don't die. That's what I've been stuck on since this happened. And these people continue to change their reasoning to the point where you're like, listen. When you admit you're wrong, guess what happens? You get to be right. So if you admit you're wrong, you know what? I should have taken the vaccine, and without doing it from a ventilator, because anyone who's already on the ventilator and says, I should have taken the vaccine, yeah, a little late, homie. If you actually just go, gosh, you know what? There is no evidence at all that the vaccine is harmful, hurts anybody. If anything, it saves lives. As we can see, that this was actually on the news today. It said cases rise exponentially in states where vaccination rates are low. Durr. Right.
That's
like, it should have just said durr.
Yeah, but that's on this list on Yale Medicine because they have to say it. That's number 5. Vaccination is the best protection against Delta. Number 4 area of concern is that there's so much left to learn about Delta. It's happening so fast, they don't know. Is it going to be just like the one before? Is it causing different symptoms? Is it killing at a higher rate? Could lead to hyper-local outbreaks because in those communities, they're saying it's so transmissible that it's just going to go like wildfire.
Well, that's why we've been on this COVID Lives tour for what we did Arkansas, Texas, and Missouri, and now we're doing Ohio this week. And I'm honestly to the point where I'm like, I want to get back to life. Look, whatever you think, it's not political. I'm going to be clear about this. This is not Democrat or Republican. That the people at this table happen to side with the Democrats in this certain time in history is just something we've chosen because those are all values. I don't want you to die. If you're a Republican, guess what I don't want? I don't want you to die either. I need you to keep going to your work and doing your job. And I want you to come to the shows when we're through this. We've got to stop this. We've got to.
What else I don't want? I don't want you going out in my dad's community, who is 78, almost 79,
right, with comorbidities,
with a severely compromised immune system from cancer and heart problems, who did his job and got vaccinated right away. Even though he's a Republican, he's not an idiot. And he was like, right. I need to vaccinate myself from this disease, right? Like, it works. Okay, I'll take it. He was first in line.
He was around for polio and smallpox.
He knew a guy with polio in high school.
Yeah, right.
Said,
like
who was an anti-vaxxer. So,
oh wow.
So I don't want you going out in a community and endangering my dad, because Pfizer right now is saying that they're 96% effective against vaccination. I mean, against hospitalizations. But what's that 4%? And then also, obviously, the people that create that 4% are people with high levels of comorbidity. And things like that, or comorbidities.
Right, weaken immune system so the virus can get a hold of you. So if they say 90% effective, that means 4 out of 100 are going to get severely sick or maybe end up on ventilators and die, even though you're vaccinated. And as you guys continue, I don't understand the thinking. Hey, why would you follow anybody, a leader that wants you to not get vaccinated, when you can clearly see all the statistics worldwide that it actually saves lives and makes it so you don't die? Why would you even back up somebody that was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. They want to control you. They're taking your freedom away. Are they?
Yeah.
Are they taking your freedom away? I don't feel unfree. You're vaccinated. You feel unfree. You feel like you've been locked down into a dystopian society where you're a slave.
I actually feel slightly more free.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. I feel like way more. Yeah.
What was that show with the hat?
we got the second shot. I was
Mary Tyler Moore show.
One.
I know.
You threw a beret. We all threw berets.
What was that show with the hat?
In the middle of Times Square?
Bite your tongue.
You don't get to make fun of anybody for doing some
Mary
bizarre
Tyler
reference.
Moore
You know
show.
where the guy slid into his underwear? You don't.
What was the show where half the time in the intro the guy tripped over the ottoman, and the other half he saw it and went around it?
He tripped over the ottoman? Oh man. Tripped over the ottoman.
Black and White show.
And then randomly
Oh, is
he
this
would
Bewitched?
walk around it.
Oh.
Dick Van Dyke
Dick
Show.
Van Dyke
Dick
Show.
Van Dyke
All right, that was
Show.
close.
Oh.
Close.
I was
You were
directly
not close. It's wrong. There's no close.
There was not. And actually,
Nobody on the show was on the other show. They're not close. You were just wrong.
and I gave you
I didn't say,
the
you know.
show.
It was close. What?
I gave you the show that Mary Tyler Moore was also in. It was the perfect.
By the way, what a great answer all the time when you're wrong.
I was close.
I was close. I just think that's the best
Well, I
thing.
didn't say Battlestar Galactica or
Ask me a
something.
question. That's still wrong.
All right, but that's not close.
Give me the first 10 digits of pi.
3, 6, 1, 6, 5, 2, 7.
That's wrong.
I was close. What a great answer.
It actually
By
makes
the way,
me
people,
go, wait, what's it?
From now on, yes, from now on, whenever you're wrong, just say, I was close. You admitted you're wrong, and you're still okay.
And, yeah,
there's like a
you're not that
half-ass.
bad. Yeah.
There's a half-ass. Oh, yeah, you're pretty good.
Unless it has to do with this COVID virus
Yeah, you're just
or
wrong.
January 6th kerfluffle. You're not allowed to be close.
Johnson and Johnson.
Black and white.
We were close.
Yeah.
You know what it was? It was a tickle fest. I think January 6th was a tickle fest. That's what they're calling it. Stop it! Stop it! The cops are going, stop it! Stop it! Stop
Who
it!
was
I'm
it?
gonna pee! I'm gonna pee! That's what it.
Which cop was it that said today I'm still healing or trying to heal from all of those hugs and kisses and love that I got
Oh,
that
was
day?
a Hispanic dude. He was like, and then he said he took it back. He said, you know what I'd like to do? I would like that we should all go down to Mar-a-Lago and hug and kiss Trump the same way. He said, they're all mad. Fanone pounded the table a couple times, and Fanone, again, you've taken Republicans and turned them against the Republican Party, and that these guys,
They have now turned those guys into political opponents for the GOP.
Yeah. And
These
they're cops.
officers that are there to protect you, they have turned them into shadowy political figures, operatives. You can
deep
go
state.
online.
They're part of the deep state now.
And look at these articles that are pumping out.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. So much of what we are hearing that is misinformation is directly linked to Russian websites.
Yes, this is
Russian operative websites. They are pumping this shit out, and our right-wing media is picking it up and perpetuating it. It's embarrassing.
And then what happens is, and this has happened lately, is that then CNN and then left-wing media, MSNBC, they start picking up what the right-wing media says and putting it out there. And I was like, at one point, I was like, none of this stuff is verifiable, and you guys are saying, look at how stupid this is, but you're still putting it out there.
Yeah.
We need to get back to
so
a
that
standard.
then we think it's a real thing.
Right. Then we think that we're against them now for something that's not real. This came out today. There's a bunch of firms that used to work for NSA and the CIA and stuff, and they were basically disinformation companies. That their entire job was to get disinformation. Well, what they've started doing now is they've started working for private companies to get stuff out because they need to expand their money. Everybody wants to make more money. People, what they're saying in a lot of stuff is that Russia, these Russian websites and stuff are going out of their way to give everybody in our country and worldwide. France is exploding with people that don't want to get vaccines. They're pumping the internet full of this stuff. So, and all they're doing is causing chaos. They're causing death and chaos. It's like a battlefield thing. If you can actually, that's why they invented weapons that didn't kill guys right away. They injured them horribly because then instead of taking one guy out in the field, you took out 4 guys because you had 3 guys trying to take care of him, 2 guys to carry him, 1 guy's a doctor. So now you got 1 guy shot and 3 guys taking care of him. So you've now taken 4 guys out of the battle. Well, that's what they're doing with countries because Putin knows he has no army. Putin cannot do what we could do. When it comes to strength.
No, but he's really good at
cyber.
this.
Cyber, he can shut down our grid. He can shut down our water. He can shut down our oil companies. They've done it already. So, and if you keep pumping the internet full of disinformation, what ends up happening is you split the country in the middle, and then you've got a country fighting itself. And then you can just do what you want. So to all you Republicans out there, please do me a favor. Get the vaccine. Not because it's political, not because I think you're wrong, but because I want you to survive. This is the worst pandemic in 100 years. And it killed 60 million people worldwide. The first one is. We are at 6 million dead right now.
It killed 60 the first time?
60 million. The Spanish flu killed 60 million world. And there wasn't that many people there. It was a bigger chunk. And so do me a favor, guys. Just get the vaccine. Honestly, just so you're around. Look, we can argue politics later, but I hope we can get back to the political parties where one side isn't saying that these cops are bad people and basically a riot that we all watched on television was a fucking tickle fest. And it used to be like this. It used to be like this. Now it just seems like this. Mm-hmm. And I would say this. The Democrats seem to be, they're a little more left, but the right has gone insane. I don't even know what they're talking about half the time. Get vaccinated. As an Americans, help your fellow Americans. That's all I'm asking. Right, left, doesn't matter. Do the right thing for yourself, for your family. By the way, you don't want $300,000 in hospital bills. You don't want a lifetime damage, brain fog, heart. You don't want to lose 20% of your heart capacity or 20% of your lung capacity. That's what's happening. Kidney dysfunction. You're going to have all kinds of shit. So don't do it. Get vaccinated.
Is this you ending on an upside?
I know. I'm just telling people. I'm trying to be like I talk a lot of shit all the time, and I just my reality is, I really after you talked about the Russian thing, I realize is that I buy into it too. I'm part of it. I'm part of the
everybody, and then it becomes part of our lexicon. It's like, oh, that's a thing. The vaccine, the chip, the microchip. Everybody, you even do jokes about it. It's like it's a thing. It solidifies it in our culture, and it was just a thing that Igor made up in a basement at his mom's computer, and then it. Look how much we've talked about it.
Oh, just a quick question. Anybody had an X-ray where they showed the microchip in them?
No.
And so in 3.9
and even if there is a microchip, God bless. Good luck. You're going to be so bored.
Yeah.
So bored.
Valid point.
Don't you want some control in your life? Somebody's got
in charge. Titus and Ray. Yeah, they were playing with their dogs, and Ray seems to be working on the grass.
They were doing the Temptations in a hotel room.
Yes.
It's not bad. Let's put it up on the screen. You're going to be
really bored. Maybe you'll laugh a little bit. Let me know how my new material is going.
Well, the alternative is people never think of this. We're so easy to jump on conspiracies. No one goes, what if this government right now, Biden's been around a long time, seems like a decent man. What if he literally just wanted to not have you die? The people that elected him to be president, he believes that he should lead them, and his job.
No, they've villainized him. He's trying to kill us all.
How? How do you villainize Biden?
Socialist, his son, Hunter, laptop.
Pop's pretty good dude. Pop's a pretty good dude.
He is looking, all presidents age when they go into office.
Yeah, this is not going to go well.
He is no exception, and he was already aged. And I told him yesterday, he does look like he's about to go on tour with Jeff Dunham. They keep showing him doing that face, and he does. Yeah. Walter. So anyway.
But Pop, no one ever considers this conspiracy. What if it's just that this guy takes his job serious and wants to make sure that everybody survives?
What if you just read the science yourself? What if you just look it up yourself and see how long they've been using mRNA vaccine technology instead of repeating the right-wing bullshit that says that it's a new technology and it was rushed and it hadn't been tested? Okay.
It's been a decade.
Just do the research yourself. That would be another way. And not on foxnews.com, but in medical journals.
It's been studied for 2 decades. It's been used for a decade. So you guys are wrong. I just don't understand. You're wrong all the time.
Bring it home. That is not a great place to end.
But hey, if you admit you're wrong, guess what you get to be? You get to be right.
I'm so confused why you think they're watching you. They're not. If they're anti-vaccine, they're not watching you.
Yeah, but maybe they know these people.
There's one or two.
I doubt by now.
There's some people that watch just so they can go to the comment section of YouTube and go, fuck you.
You're not that pretty.
Yeah, no subscribe. I'm not going to put any punctuation at all in this sentence, and I'm going to talk that shit, and you're horrible, and you're like, no, I had literally a paragraph and a half of absolutely not even a period. Dude, what are you doing?
I ran out of space on YouTube, so I'm emailing you now to tell you, I got it.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. Guys, thank you. Do me a favor. Come see us in Columbus. If you're not vaccinated, don't bother. I'm okay with that. I'll see you guys next time when this is over.
Don't. Yeah, we want to live and be safe.
I want to live and I want you to live. Please go to YouTube. In fact, don't go. You can see my specials for free on the YouTube channel. Highlander's cutting together some really clips of the podcast you can watch. We've got the Armageddon updates. Go there. If you want to get any merch, you want to get any discs and that I'll sign them for, go to ChristopherTitus.com for everything. Bombshell special is going to be out. When is your special coming out?
Soon.
Okay, that was vague. But
that's a great poster.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We are heading down to a darker place again. Let's turn it around. All right. Thank you. For myself, Bombshell Ray and the Highlander. Later.
Peace out. I would like big band swing music.
Only one. Titus Podcast.
Oh, I love the symbol. That was great. You guys, bravo, both of you.